It's hard. No. Where is Mhm. Hey, Triple C and Joe. Hi, Dana and Joe. Hi, Consuelo. Hello, Nicole. Thank you all for joining me. I'm just doing a little. Oh, are you on too? I am working on another corner to corner scarf. This is in a pink. Soft rose. Soft rose. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube today. And I came across a new group that I hadn't seen. I think I had subscribed to one of their channels, but not the other one. But they were on live, so I clicked on and watched these two ladies. They were both on Yardstream, but they do their live together. I thought that was pretty cool. That's Kim and Christy. So I want, if any of you were on that live, but and of course I was on Little John's Yarns live. I'm going to add the invite if anybody wants to come and say hello to me in person. And I've been obsessed with learning how to do the graph GANs with Stitch and Diva Shauna. Oh, it is definitely work. But if you learn it, it can be good work. It could be definitely good work. Consuelo says you've been watching a lot too. Yeah, I think I'm on burnout today because it was a lot. And Alicia of Little John's Yarn, she's just got all kinds of stuff going on with her channel. But she is way beyond me. I'm still in elementary school. She has graduated to a PhD as far as I'm concerned. I'll get there one day. And if not, I will be happy just to get to anywhere. You caught Little John's Yarns, Consuelo? Yes, she was. She's going to have games and a big wheel to turn. She showed those granny squares. I'll do a granny square, but it's definitely not the first stitch I'll go to. I like to see, what's his name? Fiber Spider. He's the granny square king. And he has a lot of ones to choose from. So I was going to do a top using one of his patterns, but then I got sidetracked with everything else. So It got frogged, to say the least. You have your TV and your phone going? Are you watching me on the big screen television? Or you just have your television on? Missed that stitch. Hi, Kelly. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, Fiber Spider. I did his kaleidoscope shawl. That was so much fun. Because I was just fascinated. I really want to do it again, but it was just so much. I want to do it in some other colors, but it may not happen. I'm glad I did get it finished. I'm gonna wash it so I can, because I used different brands of yarns, because I just grabbed a bunch of yarn that was close by because I was so fixated on doing it, and I just went for what I had, tried to get as close to what he was using, but I was happy once it was finished. I'll probably never use it. It'll probably go into my um, donation bin. I might give it to Women's in Distress, or I'm in South Florida. We hardly have any real cold days, but we go into cold buildings all the time because everybody has their AC going. But I love to crochet. I'm in a hot state, so, but it was something I learned and something I've stuck with for the past 40 years. You love granny squares when you lose your crojo. Oh, I can't do the granny squares. I don't think I've ever per se. I think that's why I have so many projects going along, so that I don't lose my crojo per se. But granny square is like the bottom of my list of things to do. And I've tried a lot of times to just start, like do joining them together. I can't stand it. I have done it several times, and I'll look at all those squares, and before I know it, I toss them. Oh, you're watching me on the big screen? Oh my goodness. I hope I look good. Oh, but I don't, those granny squares, I learned them, and I've learned to make them different ways. And I think the last motif I did was the vintage square, and I did it, and I was gonna go some more with it, and I was like, yeah, I'm done with this. So now I have a pile of motifs somewhere. I don't know where. I have some here, some there. I'm gonna gather them all together. Well, some of them I've actually made into hats, so those are taken care of, but I still have plenty of them that I've done, and I'm just gonna put into something. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. So how's everybody weekend been? I've been on vacation the entire week, and I go back to work next Wednesday, and I'm already dreading it. It's like these few days have gone by so fast. I don't want to go to work. I want to win the lottery, but I don't play, so guess I'll be back at work. That is what's gonna happen. At least my daughter got a job. Nicole, you said yours has been boring? Oh, why is it boring? It's never, that's something I never get, is bored. There's too many things to occupy to keep my interest going. I record a lot of stuff on television. I watch a lot of criminal shows. I watch a lot of crime, and I watch the news, and I watched what comedies are still coming on and rerun, I guess. And I crochet. So I really never have per se boring days. I don't think as an adult that I can actually say I've ever really been bored. Definitely as a child, but not as an adult. But that is me. I might be different from everybody else. That's what makes the world go round. Oh, make the grannies into pillows? I actually have, and it's so weird. As I was cleaning up excuse me, just a minute. I was cleaning my lovely room to try to straighten things out, and I came across some unfinished work, things I'd started, didn't know what I was going to do with it. And I found this granny square, but there were two of them. But one of them must have grown legs and walked away because I can't find it. And I had plans for this. It's so weird. It just walked away. Oh, let me show you. This is the finished results of the Blue Moon corner to corner scarf that I finally finished, that I was hoping it would be a crochet along, but no one was crocheting with me, so I went ahead and finished it. And I haven't gotten around to the hat because I've been fixated on doing the Afghans. But I want to definitely get the hat done so it'll be a matching set. Thank you, Nicole. Oh, you'll take off and do nothing but crochet and then work on your channel. Okay. I want to be off these short days off, even though it's about 10 days, but it feels like none because I had to still work the weekend before my vacation actually started to try to make sure everything was cleaned up so the nurse, whoever is covering me while I'm off, won't have a lot of my old work to do. They'll just be concentrating on all the new stuff. But I'm sure when I return, it'll be a hot mess. And it'll take me forever to get caught up. That's why I'm going to enjoy every hour. I stay up way too late crocheting because I'm trying to get in every second I can to finish projects. I did finish mine. I don't even know where it is. I did I had done the love, what is it? The love blink, not the love, what is it? The heartthrob corner to corner for my mom, but all those ends just came out when I washed it. I knew it would. I just wanted to see how bad it was. So I took that same pattern and looked at it and I said, oh, let me see how big it will be as a Afghan. But it was about that big. So that wasn't big enough for a bed because then I would have to make a lot of other stuff around it. So I said I might still put it in the pattern that I'm going to do for her bed because it's just basic. She just wants a big enough for her bed. So that's what I'm going to work on. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time to do, and I've been thinking about it, and I ordered some Grafgans from Shauna, and but none of them were. I mean, they were the big ones are very much overwhelming. She's going to be doing a live tonight at 8 o'clock, so my live will be over at 8 o'clock, so I can watch her live. But those Grafgans are a lot of work. Yeah, I work from home too. Definitely, definitely, definitely have to take time off. My coworkers and I say, "Oh, I want to go home," and then we laugh and chuckle. Yeah, we're already home. I've always worked from home with this job, so when this pandemic came around, it wasn't a big to do for me to stay in the house because I really didn't go out of the house until the weekends anyway, and that was just to run errands, pick up groceries, or things like that. But the only thing I'm gonna miss is football season. I don't know if they're gonna have one, but I will not be one of the ones in the stadium. They might end up having a season if they have a season like all the other teams do. They just don't have any fans in the stands. But we will see. It's just around the corner for them to decide what they're going to do. I did my GG Diva on this. That was one of my practice things that I wanted to work on. It turned out pretty good. That's my GG, and that's the Diva. And she didn't have Queen, but what I did with the GG, I had a pattern from Yarnspirations. And if you all were on Wednesday or Tuesday or whatever day it was, I went live. You've already heard this story, but I had the Yarnspirations because I was making a mask for a friend, and I don't know why for some reason, I wanted to crochet letters for some reason or another. Oh, I think because I wanted to put on a mask that I was making for myself, I think. But anyway, I was looking for letters and I came across Yarn Inspirations. They had a letter, they had the alphabet, but it was for cross stitch. I don't do cross stitching. I can embroider a little, but I definitely would have to go and look at some YouTube videos to embroider again. I haven't done that since high school. But when I saw the letters, I was looking for something else and I came across because I'm a good person for printing things out. I know this new age, you can save it to this and save it to that, but I would never find it. So I tend to print things out because I like to have hard copies of things. So I found it and I said, oh, let me see if I can do this. And I just looked at the graph and I was able to put the GG on there. Now, what am I going to do with that? Probably nothing. It was practice for me. I was going to do a top, but because I didn't make it wide enough, it'll be too small for me. Because I can always make it into a top, put some sleeves on it, sew up the sides, but I didn't make it wide enough and I don't feel like messing around with it. I got other things to do. Too many other things to do to go back to that. But at least now I know I have something that's going to give me a nice size of letters. So if I do get this blanket for my mom right, I'll be able to put her name on it. I know I need to hurry up and stop talking about it and get it done. My mom's birthday is Monday. That's why I really wanted it for her birthday, but that won't happen. And I'll go and take her some lunch and we can sit out with our mask on and chit chat for a little, and then let her go inside and have her lunch. I tell you, this pandemic has really changed lives in not so good ways, and it's a struggle, just a struggle. I have friends that have been affected by it. One of our coworkers passed away. That's just, you gotta just keep smiling and knock on wood and be thankful every day. Every day. That's what I do. I try to keep things around me that make me happy, and I just hope and pray that one day this will all be over and we can go back to some semblance of normalcy. Hmm. Does anyone follow Jada in Stitches? She did a series last year. She did different stitches, and it's so, I was following her for I think the first 5 months. Then after that, I fell off. I don't know. I don't even know what the last few months were, but it was very interesting to see all those different stitches. I guess when I look at my book of 500 crochet stitches, then I see them. Oh, Kelly, you like her? Yeah. She's one of the ones I've been following for a very, very long time. Has anyone bought any of those, is it Premier Bobbins? I saw Scrappy, is it Scrappy Yarn? Scrappy Yarn? I think I'm saying it wrong, but I first saw her video earlier. And then I saw Crystal Bagaudet. She did, she actually did a tutorial review of the yarn. And when I was looking at it, because when Scrappy Yarn, she showed it, but I wasn't really sure about it because she didn't really talk about it. She just showed the ones that she bought. But then when I saw the ones, the tutorial with the review, the actual review from Crystal, I was like, that is such a waste of cardboards. I mean, that's a tree that they had to chop down to make into that spool to make it look like a bobbin, a thread bobbin. But I thought it was, I mean, it's cute and everything, but it's not really functional. If you're someone that has a lot of yarn, then where are you going to put these big, bulky? I mean, the big, what are those? Those big, these big things are big enough. But then you have another one that's on a spool like that. I was like, oh, that, who thought that was a good idea? But they did. Yeah, she didn't give a good review. And then did you see her next video was her giveaway for those? I thought that was so funny. She's like, she has no storage for them, so she was giving them away. So if you want to win them, she has a giveaway. I think she said Monday is when it is over. So yeah, I figured, yeah, Monday probably is sometime soon because I'm sure she wants them out of her house. So that's a lot. As she said, it takes up a lot of real estate. But I don't know why Premier thought, nah, I mean, it's cute, but it's not very functional. I mean, you could stack them up, I guess. I don't know. And then some of her quote unquote the bottoms or the tops came off of two of them when she was showing them. It's too rich for your blood. Yeah, that the ladies that I watched earlier today, one of them has a crochet. I don't. It's not a crochet along, but it's a project that she is doing where. Uh-oh, I think I made this too big. I'm just talking and not paying attention. I think I made it too big. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Yep, I made it too big. Now I got to frog some of this. But anyway, the theme of it is a stitch in time. So you have to have do some kind of crafting project that will that's at least 25 years old. And so I told her I wanted to participate, but the problem was I could not find her Facebook. And I hate to click on a Facebook, and it was the wrong name. So I really didn't know what her Facebook was. And I went to her, I kept going back and trying to find it, but I couldn't. But I have so many um, crochet books. And luckily, I did find some of my old. When I say old, these are books that I purchased so many years ago. Perfect. Let me see. And they are Susan Bates books. That tells you how old they are. I don't even know if Susan Bates still makes crochet books. Do I have them? I just saw. I can't find it. Oh man, that makes me mad. Unless I left them outside. Wait, is this it? Oh, these are leisure. Oh, I forgot about this one. This is one of my go-to scrapbooks. Scraps plus black equals Afghans. And this book is, let me see the copyright date on here. Where is it? Oh, 1997. It almost meets that. Almost, not quite. But this is, let me show the one that I did. I did this Afghan. This is stained glass. I did this one, oops, years ago. And my friend, it's been like 20 years. Yeah, 22 years. My daughter be 26. So I think it's been, yeah, like 22 years. But when my friend was leaving to go to California, and she always liked it, so I gave it to her. And I kept saying, I'm going to make it again. I'm going to make it again. I never got around back to making it again. But I might try it again one day. It was very easy to do. And it's a good practice for someone that's learning how to crochet because you use all of the stitches. So it's a great thing to do if you are learning crochet. I mean, it might look difficult to someone, but I was still, as far as I'm concerned, I was still a beginner way back then too. And I'm someone that likes to do patterns that have 2 or 3 rows. If it's got 5, 6, 7, 8 rows to it, I'm like, nope, nope, nope. That's too many to remember, too many to go back to. That's why I can't do that virus shawl. I tried to do that virus shawl with Fiber Spider. I tell you, when he was finished, I was finished. I just could not do it. Hello, Iris. Thank you for joining me. How are you tonight? Chase what on your wood floor? Looks like I will have to chase it on the wood floor. Are you talking, Consuelo, are you talking about those spools? Yeah, but any of the bobbins. Oh, you love when Jada and her husband? Yeah, they're a cute couple. And she's so perky. I think she's my go-to person when if I'm ever feeling down, just turn on a Jada. She's so perky. And she when she does her lives, usually I'm working and I'll see it pop up every now and again. But she's funny. Yeah, I think those bobbins are it'll be interesting to see how well they do if they stay around for a while. They had some really pretty colors. I really like that yellow, but just like she showed from Hobium, same thing. I couldn't understand with that bobbin if you're using all the yarn at once or if each one of them pulls separately. That's what I didn't get from it. But I won't be buying it to find out either. Maybe someone else will do it. Maybe someone else got the gist of it. But my perception of it was that it was to be used all at once. Is one skein of yarn that starts with the solid, goes to the ombre, and then goes back to a solid. But I could be wrong. And as I said, I won't be purchasing it to find out. I have my glass of wine because this is still my birthday month. I celebrate all year, all month long, from August 1st to August 31st. And if anyone is in this is Biltmore wine from the Biltmore Estate in North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina. It is my favorite Chenin Blanc. It's my favorite wine. I try to catch it when they have a sale, when they have free shipping, because the shipping from North Carolina to here is expensive. You end up paying like half of your shipping, half of the cost of the wine is the cost of the shipping. But it's my favorite wine. Hello, I bring it. How are you tonight? Hello, original Lisa. How are you? What have you ladies been up to today? I've been vegging out on YouTube lives and crocheting in the meantime. Oh, did I do it wrong? Shoot. I think I'm still doing it wrong. Oh my goodness. I'm talking and forgetting I should be decreasing. Let's see. Make sure. It's a smidge off. That's fine. All right, we're going to decrease. Did all that frogging and still started doing it wrong. Oh, what kind of Afghan are you doing? Nobody wanted to show their face tonight? Oh my goodness. That's all right. One day, someone other than Dana and Kelly will show their face. Yeah, that's right. Ooh, black and gold. Black and gold. Could you be a Steelers fan? Shauna is doing a GraphGan with the Pittsburgh Steelers logo on it. I can't wait to see the finished project. Oh my goodness, congratulations, Lisa. That is so cool. Yeah, I one day maybe I'll get so lucky, but I don't go out enough. But you can believe when I do go out, I wear my own crocheted mask. I have one multiple colors so I can always match whatever I'm wearing. That definitely has to make you feel good. I have to do something with this crocheting other than give it away. But I think you have to be in the right mindset. I'm not in the right mindset right now. I just enjoy crocheting. And for right now, I think that's enough for me. But I'm going to do more one day. I've been saying that for years. One day, just like I said for years, I was going to one day go on YouTube, and it hit me. One day it hit me, and I started my channel. So I know when it's time, it will happen. No need to rush anything. Yeah. And and I hope I don't offend anyone, but while I was looking through all of these old crochet books and magazines and things that I had, it hit me how we as Black people or any minority, we are not represented in those magazines, not at all. And and I kept looking, I was like, wow. And it's so funny. I think the first time I ever saw um, a Black crocheter, and they were twins. I forgot what their little catchy name that they had for themselves, but I think they were like the first Black crocheters that I had seen, like outside of myself. And I met another lady. She was Black when I was in the Army that crocheted, but I really hadn't seen any other Black crocheters. But I was very disappointed that all of those magazines, not none of them had any representation. So I'm hoping that that will be changing soon. That we get to see people that look like us in some of these magazines, and I just everybody needs to be represented. I'm sure um, there are plenty of, and by YouTube, that's when my eyes really got open to how many. Black crafters there are out there that just don't sew. I mean, I know lots of people that sew, but I don't know any. I didn't at the time know any Black people that knitted or crocheted or did um, any of this. What's the other, cross stitch, embroidery? None of that stuff like that. So that me looking back 20 plus years ago, now in 2020 was a real eye opener for me. That all those magazines, I see all those magazines of people in them and nobody in there that looks like me. Very disappointing. So if you all want to get published, please, please, please get published, because I think young people need to know that you can be anything you want to be in this world of America if someone will just give you a chance. And I think that's been the downfall. We haven't been given enough opportunities. Because when I see Shauna, and she just doesn't realize how proud she makes me. Um, and like I said, I hope I'm not offending anyone, but you know, this struggle is real, and in the crafting community, it is just as real. So for all of you that are doing well, more power to you. But I love to see these younger people that are into crocheting and they're selling their works and they're out there. I mean, this is a huge community and it needs to be represented by all walks of life. Just my little soapbox. I'm off of it now. Wow. All right, now it's starting to look right. That's my pink. I don't know if you can see it. It looks really light, but it's dark. Let me go back. It's a darker pink. It says soft rose, but it's a pink. It's just pink, or true pink as far as I'm concerned. So I thought I would make, I don't know if I want to do the corner to corner hats. I'm still going to work on it and see if I like doing it, because I really want to make just hats and scarves for my Etsy shop. I want to revamp it and just have hats and scarf sets and see where that leads me. But I want to see if making the hat as a corner to corner, what it really looks like. If it's too much, sometimes it might be too much to have, as they say, matchy matchy. Some people like matchy matchy, some people don't. So I think I'll see how that works out. But Etsy is another monster of its own. I wish I could find that other. I hope I didn't throw it out. I'm good for throwing things out when I don't have any use for it. But I can't imagine me throwing that out since I knew I had two. And I thought I found the other one. I have to look through these other containers that I have. Maybe I put it somewhere and didn't realize the second one wasn't with it. That's what, because if I find the second one, the only problem is I don't know if I can find that yarn again. Nothing else. I have to find some color that goes with that. I don't even know what color that is. It's an interesting color. Is it like a maroon? I don't know. What does it look like? Not sure. Mm. Hello, 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 True. Hello. Consuelo, you said you've been waiting to convince yourself to get a channel? Yeah. I mean, I know everybody. I look at some of these other people's channel, I'm like, man, they are doing their thing. They got great what's the word, editing and whatever programs. I have no idea what programs they're using. I paid for the Kind Master and I was using it. It's very fast. It'll upload your videos fast, but the downside to it was that it was on my phone, and I got tired of looking at that little phone. And then I went to my computer, and my daughter was telling me she used to use whatever was on Microsoft. So she showed me it's not the best. It doesn't have all the great effects and all that stuff, but it works for me. And so that's what I've been using because I record on my phone, and because I know how to work my phone. I don't know how to work a camera. I bought one, but it was so much to do. I was like, I don't understand all this stuff. So I packed it up and sent it on back to Amazon. I was done with that. So I still use my phone to do all of my recording, and I just upload it on my laptop. But when I upload it on the laptop, it takes forever. If it's and I try not to do long videos, but if it's a 30-minute video, you can guarantee it's going to take 2 or 3 hours before it uploads. And I don't even understand why it takes that long. And so that's what I've been using. Once you get over that maybe a first 2 or 3 videos of that nervousness, then once you get past that, then it's okay. As long as you have some kind of idea of what you want to do with your channel, and that's the hard part. Because it was so funny. I had so many problems with my phone. I was like, why can't it kept telling me I didn't have enough space, and it was driving me crazy. So I bought another SD card, took my old SD card out, put the new one in, pretty much deleted almost all of my apps to make sure I had space. Now I don't have any of those issues. I put everything on my laptop. My laptop eventually is going to say, you don't have enough space. So, but I delete everything from my phone now and just put it on the laptop. I think I was doing that before. For some reason, it kept telling me I didn't have enough space. When I was using KindMaster, it would tell me I didn't have enough space to upload the video to YouTube. So that kept driving me crazy. So I just started putting it on the laptop, and that's where I've been ever since. I really like, how some of the other channels are real fancy with their editing, and they do all the great what's the word, Hollywood stuff. That is not Gloria. So I am not trying to be something I am not, because I know I like to keep things simple. That way I don't have to try to remember too much. I don't have to remember how to click this and click that. Once my daughter showed me a few things, I said, okay, I got it. And if I didn't get it, I'd yell and call her and say, how'd you say to do that again? This technology is good if you know it. And I was grateful that she was around to teach me some of this stuff. But I would really would like to have more of a better editing thing so you can add more things and stuff. But since I don't do a whole lot of grandiose things, I'm good. I have an entry. Um, you can skip it when it's only 15 seconds of music that they have to listen to. So that's where I am. Oh, I missed one. Hello, Mimi. Thank you for stopping by to say hello. Hello, Sharon. Let me see. Oh, you were a graphic designer for 40 years, and you can count on one hand the people of color. I can believe that. Oh, you know computers, but you don't know how to crochet. Oh, wow. Well, you got the hard part done. Learning how to crochet. That's just practice, practice, practice. Yeah, I can't. Me and computers, the little bit that I know enough to work every day, and I check my emails. I look at Facebook. I look at YouTube. I look at my Instagram, which I don't even understand Instagram, and Twitter. I had, but there's just too much. Twitter's too much for me. I stopped even looking at, I probably have a million posts or something that I haven't even looked at because I just stopped looking at it altogether. I think it's definitely not on my compute, my phone on my home page, so I never look at it anymore. Yes, our children have to get themselves out into these jobs that are lucrative, but we're not represented. All you need is that one door open to get in there. Bring somebody with you. Each one teach one. Uh, that is definitely something that has to change in America. Everybody should be afforded the same opportunity, and your race should not be your hindrance. I wish I knew computers better. And I always say, like, I took this time off. I should have been learning more about that, but I was so fixated on learning the GraphCans. So I figure the computer stuff, the little bit that I know is enough to get me by right now. It's just like my Spanish. I don't know enough of it. As long as I can count, I can watch those other channels. I just turn them down, turn them. When they start to talk a lot, I just stop it and do what I'm supposed to do and then start it up again. And wait till they get to something else because I'm so lost when they start talking. One day I'm going to know enough of it to know what they're talking about. Probably not, because I don't listen to them. What's insane? Let me see. Oh, Consuelo, you're welcome. Oh, what about Joanne's prices? Did I miss something? What? $29.99. Oh, that is such a ripoff. But you know why they're doing that? Because a lot of these ladies are taking um that fabric and making masks with it and making good money doing that. That's why they're doing that. Because I guarantee you, their other fabric, there's no other fabric in there that's charged that's that amount of money. That's ridiculous. That is such a ripoff. Somebody needs to protest them. Yep, that is their way of making. See, I always say these companies will find a way to rip you off. They saw all as long as that fabric's been in there, probably $1 or $2 a yard, $3 or something like that. And then when they see people making some real money off of it, oh. Did you see Walmart has face masks, two of them for $2.97? Yep. How long has this been going on? No, I hadn't seen any face masks in Walmart. Now I see them. I haven't seen them actually, but um, Jeanette of DOY Creations did a video and showed the ones in her Walmart. But that's what they do, people. Got to be on your P's and Q's because I certainly wouldn't be paying that, knowing for a fact it wasn't that much 6 months ago. Yep, that is definitely crazy. That's how big business is. As I say, Walmart always puts other companies out of business. All right, ladies, I am going to go. I appreciate you all for coming in to chat with me tonight. And I hope you're not bored the rest of the weekend. You all have a good evening. Thank you again. Oh, CJ Spicy, I'm going. Vivian, I'm going. Oh, you saw the mask in the Walmart? Yep. Yep. See, a half a yard for $2. And they're talking about that's crazy. I'm hoping that that is not correct. And I hope that is mislabeled. But anyway, have a good evening. I'll chat with you again some other time. Bye bye, everybody.